Hello dear friends, Fisher here. Today we continue with our beautiful stories, The Power of the Spirit, by ALFRED, HOSP, also known as Freddy in the book. So today we're Bruno talking to his acquaintances. And then regarding people's faith and then their belief. And then often what happened to Bruno is he does not ask people questions because he knows what people think about. He can read people's mind. Not divine into your mind, but rather he is like a receptor, an antenna. Whatever you think about, he hears it. That's how the way it is for him. That it was his divine gift. And Bruno talking about a faith, and then in regard of Freddie and Lilo's physical condition. And Bruno said, and friends think that they are entitled to say, yes, if Freddie or Lilo were to be completely healed, yes, that would be a genuine miracle, and we could really believe. No, friends, a faith that has conditions attached to it is no faith. It is a demand, a tempting of God, and thus an absolute lack of trust with respect to your Creator. What did Christ say to Thomas? Not seeing and yet believing. And that is what brings us close to God. And who then gives you the right to say that a spontaneous healing would be beneficial for the mental, spiritual development of these two people? You must leave this to God. In any case, you should concern yourselves more with your own bodies, and take in the good and the divine, without constantly gawping at others. Yes, dear friends, as always happens in the case, we demand miracles. For something really extraordinary, we cannot believe, unless and then a miracle happened. In our demands, basically we expect something to happen, a divine healing, a genuine miracle, otherwise we will not believe. Like in the old days, the Pharisees asked Christ, show us a sign that we shall believe you. And then Christ said to the Pharisees, no sign will be given in this age to these people. No sign will be given to you. We believe in God, and is what we believe in God. A genuine belief has no conditions attached to it, as what Bruno said. Otherwise, it becomes a demand, a tempting of God. So God has to prove that something really exists to you, because you cannot perceive that. Because of lack of trust and faith to us, we demand to see with our physical eyes, but we can't see with our spiritual eyes. Like Thomas, he was with Christ for many, many years, but what did he do? Christ said to him, I will resurrect, and he did not believe until he saw Christ and poked his finger into his wound, and then he believed. And Christ said, blessed be the one who did not see, but yet believed. So often we say seeing is believing, and we have to see with our physical eyes. That is always a demand. It's lack of trust and lack of personal knowledge and perception of the reality really going on in this world, dear friends. And it's our faith, our belief, our deep connection to God and bring us close to God. And then often, because our lack of knowledge or ignorance, we believe what we believe in our personal circumstances, and will bring something good to people. Out of our good intention, how many disasters have we caused? Let me give you an example of my childhood with my grandma. My grandma, I was the only boy, grew up in China, and then my grandma would give all the creams to me, all the sugars, all the stuff she never had in her life. It was such a privilege, such a luxury to have sugars in the old days. And then she didn't have that, she missed that, and then she make it up on me. And then ended up, I became a fat boy. Yes, dear friend, whose fault is that? Who had what intention? Did my grandma have bad intention against me? No, she did not. She wanted me to have all this sugary stuff, which she believed it was good for me, which she was lacking. And then, did it do anything good to me? No, it didn't, dear friends. So, when we demand anything to happen, any miracle to happen, before we can believe, oh, God has really intervened, or God has given a genuine miracles, that is not what we call is faith. And then we do not know what God's plan is for each of us. And often we think other people should do this way might not benefit them. And then we believe a disabled person should be completely healed. And then it becomes a miracle. That is what we want. And that is not what God wants. That is not what is good for those people. We should always concern about ourselves. And then always leave those things, those miracles to God. Not to demand anything. Not to demand anything that's extraordinary to satisfy our desire, to satisfy our expectation. Because we do not know the whole picture, dear friends. We do not know mentally, spiritually, and what is the best for those people. And then we should always focus on our own body, as what Bruno said, taking the good, the divine, not constantly groping at others. Because we have more important business to do, which is make sure we ourselves may obtain the good health and then maintain a good health. So help ourselves first, before we pointing fingers on others, dear friends. That is what we always should do. The first, we change the world by changing ourselves. If we are healthy, there will be no sick man on earth, and then we do not need to help others. So always help ourselves first, to be loving, to be kind, to be peaceful, to be calm, and to be healthy. We should have a good day, and God bless, dear friend.